my name's Carter Woodward.
My name's Joey.
My name's Josue.
My name's Sarah.
My name's Gabrielle.
My name's Haley.
And today we're going to be talking about the Scott Peterson case and kind of just like discussing our opinions on the matter. And yeah, hey, do you want to start, Sarah?
Yeah, so there was a lot of evidence that the prosecution brought forward. I feel like that we should talk about, with like the whole thing about her hair in the pliers on his boat and stuff like that. Do you guys have any thoughts? Any evidence that you want to bring forward?
I think let's start off like going around like see what you like personally believe.
Okay,
like,
just our first personal opinion at first. Okay, I'll go first. I think that he did it. I think Scott Peterson is guilty.
I'll go second. I think he's definitely guilty.
I also think he's guilty.
Does anyone think he's not guilty?
I don't think he's guilty.
Okay. Anyone else? Nope. Everyone else thinks he's
Actually,
guilty.
to clarify like my answer, like I think he's guilty. It's just I think
The evidence isn't enough
the evidence
to
is a
prove
little misleading, but I think he's like morally guilty.
I feel like it's
Morally
possible
guilty.
that it wasn't him. It's just that there's no one else that it could be.
Exactly.
Like the police
That's
never
my
looked
thoughts,
into
too.
anyone else, so
Those
we
are my
don't
thoughts
have
exactly.
anyone else to base it off of.
And he has like the most motive and like his whole like story is like the like basic like murder, like he's like cheating on his wife.
It's like a something that happens a lot in
yeah.
criminal cases. I feel like the husband murdering the wife. But
And also like the defense, they don't even have like another like suspect.
Yeah,
They don't know
exactly.
how she died. And the fact that they're not even trying to argue that kind of shows that like, they have like a lost cause of like they don't know how she actually died if it wasn't for him.
Well, coming from the defense side, I don't think we can. With the validity of the research and just the research that the police conducted, I don't think it's fair to say he's guilty because there wasn't enough research conducted.
right,
Well-
but that's not something. Sorry, go ahead.
Well, all the evidence sort of points to him since he's
Exactly.
the one that's like associated with most of it, and it doesn't really point to no one else. And he had like a motive to do so. the
Oh
murder.
right,
I
because he had the
agree with that.
mistress, the Amber girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole deal with her. She was. They didn't date for very long though. It was probably just I think they started dating in November and Lacey disappeared in December, so it was just a month. But everyone is always saying like, oh, he had a happy marriage. He was excited to be a dad. Well, clearly not, because he had a mistress. So like, there's some motive there,
Yeah, that's definitely like a big motive. And the fact that he was like lying so much, like his mistress, his wife, kind of shows that he was living like a double life. And like people like that can be like capable of doing like bad stuff to other people.
Yeah,
I just
exactly.
feel like if he was with his mistress, I don't think them dating 1 month is enough for him to kill his wife and unborn son. Like I feel like you would have to have like a disorder for that, which he never showed to have any like disorders or anything.
True, but there's also like no testing for like that. There was no like mental
there was no
like,
testing done.
evaluation done, which there could be like a handful of things wrong with him like,
But
mentally.
I feel like if he was ever acting out like he had a disorder ever before, he probably would have been taken in to check it out, but he never did, so.
That's true.
And I think, it's obvious that he's living a double life and he's a bad dude because he's lying about it. He's just trying to, I think in my opinion, he's just trying to hide it from the media because it'll make him seem guilty.
Yeah.
But
Up to
I
this
don't know
point,
if there's anything to actually say that he's as
Nothing
guilty
definitive?
as the murderer, yeah.
I feel like just up to this point, this has been like a case that's been covered a lot by the media, probably more than ever before. So with all of America, like all the eyes of America scrutinizing him, there's probably a lot of pressure on him. I still think he did it, but it sucks that he can't he can't live a normal life anyway. But like the paparazzi is like always surrounding him, and that's not feels.
But he also showed like no sympathy towards like his wife Missy and the funeral that they held. He was seen like on the phone talking
To his mistress.
Yes, and he wasn't very engaged in it and kind of just wanted to put it to the side.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
think that's true.
I think that's weird because I feel like if he was the murderer, he'd want to pretend to show
Yeah, to try to like
sympathy,
trick
too.
people, like.
That's true.
So that's just weird.
But then again, that all like can kind of fall on like the person's individual like mental like stance at the time, because like some people process stuff like differently. So like remorse can be like affection can be shown like in different ways.
And also
Yeah.
bringing up the fact that after Lacey was found dead, he ran away, tried to go to Mexico, and like dyed his hair, had
He
his
was
brother's
arrested
ID.
there, yeah, in San Diego.
That was very suspicious. Why would you want to run away when your wife just died? Like,
yeah.
Mhm.
if at all, you'd want to be there to help, try to like find clues or anything to help.
Yeah.
So how do y'all think the new upcoming trial is gonna go? Do y'all think we'll have a different verdict, or what's y'all's opinion on it?
The upcoming trial, I think that Scott Peterson is going to be convicted of guilty just because so many people in America think that he is, and there's probably pressure on the court to rule that way as well, but you never know how it's going to turn out.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
I agree. I don't see it going any other way.
Also, wasn't there like a really biased judge in
Yeah.
our case?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, so like wrapping this up, do any of y'all have any like last minute opinions on this matter?
I think that's
not
something.
I don't think so. I think that was good.
Okay, well that's our
Podcast.
podcaster, Scott Peterson.